Do you wake up in the morning and feel like you are about to start another 12-hour sprint? Or do you wake up and view the day a bit more like a marathon where you pace yourself as the day goes on? I really want you to ask yourself that question right now. And if you're a marathon runner, good for you, because you're likely taking these slow and steady, mindful steps as you go through your day. You sort of are aware of your heart rate, you pace yourself, and while the finish line is important, it isn't your focus in the moment. Now, if you're a sprinter when you wake up, you're probably just pushing hard through the whole day, just dying to get to that finish line, which in this case is usually something like zoning out on social media, having a glass of wine or beer, or binging a Netflix show, or for some of us, all three, all at once. But for me, when we live life as a sprinter, we live life in what I would call recovery mode. We're just trying to get to the finish line. I will recover when I get through the day, right? It's fast paced, and all you're looking forward to is the end. But when we live like a marathon runner, we live in what I would call a replenishing mode. So don't get me wrong, sprinters and marathon runners are both awesome. But when you're actually talking about this in real life, they're not the same. So when we live in recovery, right, we are being reactive, right, with our day. We're being reactive with our care for ourselves. But when we live life replenishing, we're being proactive, which is in the long run going to be healthier for us, right? It allows us to give our brain a break when it needs a break so that we don't burn out. And we ultimately start feeling better about our lives, about the way we live on a daily basis. So the question again is, which one are you today, right? Which one do you want to be? So who are you today? Are you a recoverer, a person sprinting for recovery, or are you somebody who paces yourself and replenishes? And I want you to ask now, which one do you want to be? So if you'd like to shift into being a replenisher, then keep on listening. So to switch from being a sprinter to becoming a marathon runner takes a bit of practice, and it is a different mindset, but it is possible. So to start, all I want you to do is set 3 timers over the course of your day so that you can pause to do this very quick and easy breathing exercise. Now, breathing has been shown to again and again to align our mind and our body, right? To reduce our stress hormones and to bring our awareness back to the now, which will, of course, help us be more productive and efficient. So here it goes. What I want you to do is take a 5-second inhale through your nose, and then a 5-second exhale through your mouth. And I want you to repeat that at least 5 times, and in the perfect rule, 10 times. So you can count your breath as you're going through your inhale and count your breath again as you're going through on the exhale. And then you can actually use your fingers if you want to count the number of repetitions you're doing. So if you're doing 10 repetitions, you'll get to 10 fingers. So if you do this 3 times a day, like say mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and mid-evening, and commit to this practice for 21 days, I want you to just notice if you feel any difference. I'm certain that you will. It's not going to be the be all and end all within 3 weeks, but you'll definitely start to notice a change in how you're feeling and how the day is going. And I'm hoping that by the end of the day, that rather than it feel like you just like collapsed on the couch and started to watch Netflix, instead you're going to say, you know what, I would actually really like to enjoy a show tonight. And you're still going to watch Netflix, but this time not because you're just recovering, but because you're feeling replenished and you're choosing to do so.